Right, so okay, now I'm sitting in another location, and it's sort of this is becoming more and more like guerrilla filmmaking or something. I have I'm using a headset right now with a wire to the smartphone, so people seeing me probably think I'm in a cell phone conversation or something, while I'm sort of stealthily creating a video for your viewing pleasure. It's sitting in a local supermarket, just babbling. I made a video like 5 minutes ago, but I think I accidentally turned off. I must have accidentally. Well, the whole screen went black. Bloody Android. So I assumed that the video had been cut short, but in reality, when I started checking if the video had cut short, that's when I cut it short. Well, these Android smartphones, I have to say, Android isn't always a mature product. At least with this Samsung Galaxy S2, there are all sorts of issues like bugs, and I get this error message saying Android system not working. I don't know. It's a lot of applications don't run, and at least some of them, or they all of a sudden they stop running, and I have to restart the cell phone. What's that all about? I think sometimes I wonder about Google. I mean, they make all of their money basically from ads, don't they? Still to this day. Maybe they make some money from the Android OS too, and I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, they make most of their money from the ad revenues. Now, what would happen if somehow that business model would fail? If something happened in the online world that made it considerably less profitable to run an online advertising venture? Well, it's not a venture, an online advertising business service. I'm just saying, I don't think Google is going down anytime soon. It might very well become the world's biggest company, but I guess Apple is the biggest one right now in terms of sales and so on. But still, I mean, I don't think they have been entirely successful in creating new revenue sources apart from the old and tried search engine advertising model. I don't know if you... Oh, I'm sorry, I just realized my finger has been in the way all the time. Hate when that happens, really, when I make these YouTube videos and something goes wrong and I realize it afterwards. You know, I sit and talk for long periods of time, and I try to come up with a lot of interesting things to say. It's a sort of what do you say? It's sort of all engulfing. I mean, I'm just trying to say I'm very focused when I make these YouTube videos, so it's not fun when you come home and realize you put your finger in the camera or something, and the whole video viewing experience gets ruined. But hey, what can you do? So let's talk about technology a bit as usual. I think there are countless shows on YouTube where people are talking about technology, and in a sense it's endearing and liberating. It's especially if you're American and born with English as your first language, you have all the advantages. And if you're American and a small business owner and just create a YouTube channel where you talk about technology, you can actually make some cash out of it. For the rest of us, not born in this... sorry, just a second please. For the rest of us, it's... those guys were looking at me a bit, so I made a temporary break and waited until they had passed. So, yeah, for the rest of us, I mean, I'm not sure that everyone wants to listen to a European guy talking with English as a second language, and we tend not to have the same network in the private industries like you Americans have. So it's a disadvantage, but I'm trying to make the best of what I got. Let's see now, I've been talking for 5 minutes, maybe I should talk for a couple of more minutes. I'm sorry if I sound a bit bitter from time to time, it's because I am. No, I'm just kidding. It's a privilege making these videos, and I should be happy. Let's see now, I think I will wait for a few more minutes. Or maybe I will get going. Just a second, please. I don't really like it when people are nearby, so I try to move around a bit. I walk around with the camera with the cell phone in one hand right now, just to find a place with a little bit more space. I've been here before. Something which is funny about making these YouTube videos is it creates I think the world sort of becomes your office or something like that, and the surroundings turn into, I don't know, all the real life objects turn into something else. And how can I explain this? If you're not making a YouTube video and you walk by an environment like this, it's nothing really. It's just an environment. You hardly think about it. Well, I think about it a lot because that's just how I am. I'm very sensitive. But normal people, if I can say that, would just walk by an environment like this and not think about it. I've been here before, actually, just looking at the place which would seem infinitely dull to most people, I suppose. As a matter of fact, even I think it's quite dull. But what I'm trying to say is, when you make a YouTube video, then all of a sudden, and I guess this is what all filmmakers feel like, all of a sudden objects get a new meaning. Objects become something else. They become, what do you call it in the film industry? What do you call objects that you use in a movie? You call it like, I'm trying to find a word. Anyways, objects turn into something else. They turn into, I don't know, they become part of the video clip somehow. And as I mentioned before, it's an added benefit that I get out of the office, and get to. It's sort of interesting walking around and trying to find good locations to film in. I'm not sure if this is the world's best location, but it's the only one I could find right now. Or there's sort of a thrill to it, but it's not necessarily a very pleasant, a very pleasant thrill. I mean, I get a bit nervous because someone could show up and start yelling that I shouldn't be filming here and so on. Anyways, back to technology. Oh dear, I've been talking for 9 minutes already. I shouldn't. I guess I'm afraid I haven't said much anything of great value today, depending on how you see it. But I will take a break, I think, and try to get back within soon with more info regarding technology, web development, and so on. Meanwhile, please check my website, crowdfundinghangouts.com. I have a couple of links there, which will take you to the Hangout, the video conference where you can meet new people who are interested in crowdfunding and web technologies. And you can also send me an email if you want. See you later.